Assalamu alaikum ya shabab. Today we're going to learn about Zaman alf3l, al-Madi wal-Mudari'. Okay, so by now in your Arabic studies, you probably know how to, use the past tense and to conjugate in the past tense, right? And so just to go over some examples of like how to use the past tense, which you probably already know by now, and this is probably a review. We have a sentence like this. حصلت على هدية جميلة من والدتها. She received a beautiful gift from her mother, right? حملت حقيبتي عندما كنت في السوق. I carried my bag while I was in the market. Another one. اخترت كتاب جديد. كتاب جديدة. سأقرأه قريبا. So I chose a new book that I will read soon. Alright, so what do all of these have in common? They're past tense, yes, but beyond that, they're past tense in a way in which they just refer to an event that happened once. Like, she obtained, I carried, etc., right? They refer to events that are just fixed in time that happens once. But we know just from speaking in English that there are other ways to express the past tense. How do we say something like, I was carrying, or I used to carry, rather than just I carried? Or I was writing, or I used to write, rather than just I wrote once, right? We use kana. Now, if you're not familiar with how to use kana yet, and all the different forms of kana, you should just go back and review that. But if you are, if you're familiar with it, then this should not be too hard for you to grasp. So let's just look at how to use it. So if we want to say not I carried, but I was carrying, or I used to carry, we do it like this. Kuntu ahmil. So that's I was carrying. And the key here is that you have to make your conjugation of kana match or agree with the subject of the sentence. So in this case, I'm the subject and I carry. But it's not kana ahmil, it's kuntu ahmil. One more example. They were carrying, right? It's kanu yahmilun. Okay. So hopefully that helps you get that, and we'll just go over a couple more examples to help solidify this. So we have this sentence right here, and it's كنت أحلم عن السكن في فرنسا. Now I kind of want you, if you want, to just pause this and try to think about what this means. And what this means is, I used to dream about living in France, right? كنت أحلم, I used to dream. Or I was dreaming. It can mean either. It just sort of like depends on the context. So I used to dream about living in France. كنت أحلم عن السكن في فرنسا. Another sentence with the English first this time. When I was young, I used to write letters to all of my friends. Now, if you want, just pause it and try to think about how you'd express this in Arabic, right? Now, in Arabic, عندما كنت صغير كنت أكتب الرسائل لكل أصدقائي. And see, the key thing to remember here is that the form of kana corresponds with the subject of the sentence, which again is just me. And the first person is أكتب, so it's كنت أكتب. When I was young, I used to write letters to all my friends. عندما كنت صغير كنت أكتب الرسائل لكل أصدقائي. One more example. كانوا يقرؤون في نفس الغرفة في المكتبة. They were reading in the same room in the library. كانوا يقرؤون. And again, the form of kanu, the conjugation of kana, corresponds to the subject of the sentence, and the subject is them or they. Oh, I guess we have one more. In English this time. My brother used to be afraid of thunderstorms. Again, try to pause it and just guess how it would be expressed in Arabic. Even if you don't know how to say thunderstorms. Just the important thing here is kana, right? And so how we say this is, remember the subject is my brother. أخي كان يخاف من العواصف الرعدية. Alright, and that's it for this concept. Ma salama.